Hey you guys, so before we get into the dental hygiene question and answer, I want to share with you this new product that I got. So this is a FOSOO toothbrush and this is the Apex version. I'm going to share the specs with you right now. So I've been using my Apex electric toothbrush for a while now and I absolutely love it. One thing I like about this is the actual packaging. It gives you some specs on the toothbrush. So it talks about it having a tongue scraper on the back, having 2 different brush heads, and of course the low noise mode, so that way you're brushing your teeth and you just not too loud. Inside the package it has the instruction manual and it gives you some information like about the brush head, the different intensity buttons and the mode buttons, and also the off and on button, which I really love because you need to be able to know how to operate your toothbrush. Inside the package it comes equipped with 2 brush heads. It comes equipped with this, okay? This is the magnetic wireless charging base and it takes about 12 hours to charge your toothbrush up to full capacity, and that gives you 180 days, okay? So basically 6 months of a full charged battery. So I love the toothbrush. It does have some grip on it, that way it doesn't slip inside your hand because it is a metal casing. And if you look closely, it has different modes on it. So it has a clean mode, a polish mode, a whitening mode, and a gum care mode. And at the top with the 3 buttons, those are the intensity modes. So you have a low, a medium, and high. And you can also pair them with the different brushing modes like clean, polish, white, and gum care. And so basically to turn it on, you just press it down for about 2 seconds, and when you just press it on a regular, you're just changing a different mode. So you have the sensitive toothbrush, those are for your gum care, and then you also have a clean that focuses on just getting your teeth nice and sparkly and clean, okay? So in order to take the brush head and put it on, you have to actually take off the protecting cap on the actual base of the toothbrush handle. So I just pop that off and then I switch on whatever toothbrush head I'm going to be using. Right now, as you can see, I'm going to be using the clean brush head, and this is what it sounds like. What I really love is that this toothbrush has sonic power, which delivers a gentle yet effective clean using vibrations up to 42,000 motions per minute. So that ensures I get a really good clean and my teeth is free of plaque and all type of bacteria and anything that you don't want on your teeth, on your tongue, and just on your gums. If you're interested in purchasing this toothbrush, you can check in my description box below. I will have a link down to it along with a coupon code you can use to save those coins and get yourself a nice electric toothbrush. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lala Living here, and today I am going to be finally answering all the questions that was sent to me and all the questions I had when I was in school going through to become a dental hygienist. So basically I went on Instagram and I created a poll for everyone who was following me and watching my story to ask all of the questions they needed. I said I get so many questions about dental hygiene in school. I'm going to make a Q&A video. Leave your questions and ask as many as you need, baby, okay? So first of all, you need to be following me on Instagram so you can keep updated when I do polls like this, because this is for like you know. So make sure you are following me on Instagram at Lala_Living so you could be involved in the polls and get your questions answered. So I did take most of my questions from the poll on Instagram, but I did take a lot of them also from my DMs and underneath like my videos inside the comments. I took some questions from there. So we're gonna get straight into this Q&A video. If you see me looking down at my phone, it's because this is where I screenshot all of the questions, and I did go ahead and like inside my notes started answering some of them just so I could be able to give you guys a really good answer and well thought out answers. So let's get started. So the first question is, aren't you happy it's over? And the obvious answer to that is hell yeah, because listen, Dental hygiene school is fun. It's lots of fun, especially with your classmates, but the struggle gets so real and it gets very overwhelming. So I'm glad that it's over, and I'm glad that I'm now a registered dental hygienist ready to go into the offices and work. Okay, so the next question is, how hard was it to find a job straight out of dental hygiene school? So basically, I went to school inside Georgia, and so my program coordinator had lots of offices that was sending her, you know, job inquiries from, we was actually like in our first week of our senior semester. So to say how hard it wasn't that hard, especially being in Georgia, because the demand was really there, and being in a program that wants to help you get employed made it so great. Even on our rotations, we had those offices also wanting to hire us. And then we also did this thing, it was like a mock interview, but it was real companies, real dental companies looking to hire us. And after our mock interviews, a lot of us got offers. Okay, I definitely got some offers, and so I won't say it's hard to find a job straight out of dental hygiene school. Either you have to look around, you can go on temping agencies, you can go online and Indeed. There's so many ways to just get hired, especially as a dental hygienist, because it's a booming career. Okay, you won't have a problem finding a job. How do you avoid carpal tunnel syndrome and other injuries that come with the job? So basically, with carpal tunnel syndrome, you want to make sure that you're having good ergonomics. You know, that grasp is important, what you learn inside dental hygiene school, because if you lose everything when you get out in the real world, trust me, your back gonna be hurting, all your fingers gonna be cramping up on you. So always practice good ergonomics, and don't be afraid after a patient or even during a patient, just stretching your back, doing some little exercises. I love to do these. Like, you gonna catch me every minute like this, or you know, just going like that. Make sure get your fingers nice and relaxed and stretched out. When you are instrumenting, don't grasp it too tight, okay, because all of that tension is not good. So basically, to answer that question, practice good ergonomics and don't forget to stretch. And another thing is to get yourself a chiropractor and a masseuse. Like, I feel like every dental hygienist tells you this. This is what our teachers and instructors was telling us. Get a chiropractor and go to them at least like twice a month, once a month if that's best for you, and get some massages too, because what you are doing is like tension on your neck and on your back, and you're gonna need to be relaxed. Okay, so sometimes your stretches at home won't do everything, so it's completely fine, and it's actually recommended to get massages and go to a chiropractor, and it feels good. So girl, self-love. So the next question is, how long is your dental hygiene program? My dental hygiene program was 6 semesters, so basically 2 years, and it was broken down like this. We came inside the summer semester, so that's semester number 1, and then we had the fall semester coming up, and then spring semester, summer semester, back again, fall, and then we graduated in the spring. Now every school is different. Some do 1.5, some people is a little bit over 2 years. So always make sure you find out that information. Go to like a, what do you call them, like the introductory program meetings, where you find out everything you need to know, like your prerequisites, how long is the program, the rules in the program, and what exactly to expect. The next question is, can you wear false nails as a dental hygienist? I don't want to give it up. You see these nails right here? I could never, okay? I could never be a dental hygienist and have these nails this long. Now, don't get me wrong, as a dental hygienist, you could wear false nails, you could get your nails done, you could get your acrylics done, but it cannot be long, okay? Typically, you don't want it to extend like over your finger, so it should be like right there. You don't want it to extend too much, because I do think that it will interfere with your grip holding the instrument, and it isn't the most cleanliest, especially wearing a glove. Like, you think a glove keeps your hand clean, but still, like, still, You will see most dental hygienists with their nails done, and that's fine, but of course they will not be extremely long, and they're gonna be well manicured. Like, you can't let them get too old and, you know, just dirty looking, because you're gonna be putting your hands in someone's mouth. They don't really care if you're wearing a glove or not. They want to see at least that your fingers look decent. So don't come with no chew up nails, don't come with no chip up gel. Like, you're going inside someone's mouth to clean their teeth, so they expect you to look professional. And these are your patients now, not just like your employer. Your patients expect you to look very professional. They expect you to look clean and happy, and so you just have to keep yourself really well groomed. You can keep up your 2 weeks nail appointments though, so you don't have to get rid of the claws, you don't have to get rid of the false nails. So the next question is, should I become a dental assistant before a dental hygienist? And I feel like this question is very, like, extremely controversial. Okay, so basically it is two different fields. Like, it's very similar, but it's very different. Okay, you don't have to be a dental assistant before you become a dental hygienist. Okay, now I will say inside my class there was several dental assistants. They did have a bit of an upper hand when it came to like learning things, because they already knew teeth numbers and a few of the instruments. But at the end of the day, and your professor's gonna tell you this, your instructor's gonna tell you this, dental assistant and dental hygiene is two different things. Everything they learned inside dental assistant had to be unlearned, and then they had to do stuff the hygienist way. So I would say if you're already a dental assistant and if you're trying to become a dental hygienist, go for it. But if you're not a dental assistant and you want to be a dental hygienist, you don't necessarily have to become an assistant first. If it's something with like money or time, do whatever is best for you. But in terms of like schooling, you can go straight into dental hygiene without being a dental assistant. So I like this question. This one says, how do you speed up your clinical skills to not fall behind? Now, if y'all know, like, being inside lab, you can fall behind even if one of your x-rays come out bad, because you might have to retake that x-ray or whatever it is. But I would say the best way to speed up your clinical skills is to practice. Okay, you have to practice and learn your instruments. You can use your typodonts to help you. Typodonts are a great tool. It's like the false mouth, and then they have the teeth in it. Some typodonts are so good. These were the ones that we had at school that you could actually put like fake calculus on it and then let it dry, and then you could go on with your instruments and just take it off. Scale. Practice how to fulcrum, practice how to remove the calculus, practice how to just use your explorer and feel around. Practicing, let me tell you something, practicing makes perfect. Like, it might feel redundant, but you gonna feel the difference. So this is a really funny story. I remember when I was inside dental hygiene school and I was with my instructor and my patient, and I had finished cleaning my patient, and my instructor was like, you missed some spots. Like, I don't know why it really hit me hard. Like, my eyes started tearing up and I grabbed my instruments to go back and get the spots, and I was like tearing up because I really wanted to make sure my patient left with the most sparkling, clean, calculus free, plaque free mouth ever. And so that motivated me to take home a typodont, and I think this was over like the Christmas break. So I practiced on it and I practiced on it. When I would go home, even during the semester, I still practiced and I practiced. And then when I came back and my teacher was with me again, my instructor, and I had another patient and I cleaned them, and she looked at me and she said, she looked at me and she was like, I think you got the hang of this now. She said, you did a wonderful job, okay? You cleaned this patient mouth really good. And that was what I needed to hear, okay? So that story is basically to tell you, keep practicing. When you first start cleaning teeth and just getting inside the dental office, it's gonna be overwhelming. Everyone's mouth is different too, so like feeling around won't always feel the same as on a typodont. But your patience in school is literally practice also. You want to make sure you do what you have to do, like clean them and give them good oral health, but you got to make sure that you practice. So always practice. Use your typodons and also practice setting up your rooms, okay? Because that's going to take a lot of time in the real world, breaking up your station and setting it back up. So all of these things you just got to practice. So this is the next question. You're young like most hygienists. I'm 38. Is that too old to become a hygienist? Sis, 38 is not old at all, and at no age are you too old to chase your dream, okay? So if you want to be a dental hygienist, go ahead and do it. Like, personally for me, I feel like most hygienists that I know are like up there in age. They aren't in their 20s or even like in their early 30s. They're like mid 30s, 40s, 50s. But at the end of the day, we have something all in common. We strive to be dental hygienists and the best dental hygienists and care for our patients' oral health. So with that being said, 38, chase your dreams, okay? Chase your goals. You're not too old to do anything. Dental hygiene can be just one thing in the myriad of things that you can do in your lifetime. So go ahead and become a dental hygienist if you want to. Inside my class, honestly, I think the oldest student she was in her 40s because she was an assistant for over 27 years, I believe. So that just lets you know at any age you can do what you need to do. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long, so I will have to break this up into a part 1 and a part 2, but this is going to be the last question. Is temping really that important? And girl, yes it is, okay? If you haven't learned anything in dental hygiene school, and if your instructors gave you any advice in terms of going into the real world, it would be to tempt, okay? You need to be able to go inside these offices and feel the atmosphere, feel how everyone works together, the standard of care, love, compassion, and integrity that they have inside the office, because not every office is the same. And if you're someone who prefer using digital x-rays, you need to tempt before you just accept a job inside an office that's literally still having a dark room, dipping their films. Like, I don't even think we just learned mostly digital, so I don't even think I can do that, okay? So that's what I'm saying. You need to be able to go inside these offices and temp. You want to make sure that they use a piezo if you're into using piezos versus a Cavitron. And sometimes you could go inside an office that doesn't have like a Cavitron and you want to use a Cavitron, and you could ask for that. But I'm just saying, you want to go inside an office that you're comfortable with, where you and the employees all have similar goals and similar just aspirations and vibes, okay? So I would say temping is really important. You want to be able to just get your feet wet. Now, you shouldn't be temping for, I mean, you could tempt for your whole dental hygiene career, but eventually you'll most likely want to find a home. But definitely coming straight out of school, temp around, okay? Don't just hop inside the first office that gives you that offer, okay? You can accept it. Always, I mean, just accept it, and always do working interviews, okay? Working interviews and temping is kind of like a similar thing. So basically, when you do temp, you're just like working, you're feeling it out, seeing if you like it. But you could continue to temp at different offices. I know lots of hygienists do that, but make sure get in working interviews, because you mightn't even want to temp at an office without a working interview. Like, you don't want to agree and say, okay, I'll temp for you guys every Wednesday and Friday for the rest of this month without having first a working interview and seeing if the office is clean, if you like how they operate and their whole system. So always temp, get your feet wet, and then see if you are comfortable being inside that atmosphere and office. So that's the end of this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you gain some type of knowledge, some type of insight from your girl, okay? And if you have any more questions, like I said, I will be doing a part 2 because I have more questions. But go ahead down inside the comments and put your questions down there. I'll select some of those questions and put them into the next video, the part 2. So also subscribe to this channel and hit your post notification bell so you will be notified when that video drops, okay? Because I don't want you missing out on these gems, okay? That's all for this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.